Malawi and boy.
How you doing, guys? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? It's a beautiful Saturday. Done doing features, a lot of features yesterday, a lot of features today. But today I'm back on my own channel. Welcome to the True City Fan channel. I'm here with Kyle. Kyle, how you doing on this beautiful Saturday morning? You're on mute, Kyle. You put yourself on mute.
Good morning. It's 7 a.m. here on the East Coast of the United States. It's a bright morning. I'm making my coffee, so I'm going to pop up to get my coffee in a minute. But
no, go ahead. Go ahead. Keep making your coffee. I'll be welcoming people in the comments.
Okay,
let's just see the comments. Eid Mubarak to all my Muslim brothers and sisters. Eid Mubarak. I hope you're enjoying your Eid. I hope everything is going the way you planned it going, and the year is going as you planned the year going. Guys, let's get the comments going. Like the vid. Let's get the likes going. Obviously, we're on the road to 1K. We're getting close to 1K, guys. We're on 100. We're on 870 subscribers, which is amazing. We moved from 840. That's amazing. That's within few days. I appreciate that, guys. I appreciate all the guys who are joining in the journey and the hustle to get your boy to 1K. I appreciate it, man, because I'm very humbled, you know. Nor did I dream that I come all the way from Malawi, come here to Ireland and get about 870 people to follow me, which is amazing. Let me holler at the people in the comment. Statman Stabs Football Channel. Please go follow this channel. He's a Liverpool fan. He's one of the good Liverpool fans. Yes, we might have few issues between me and him sometimes, few arguments, but we all come to understanding. It's all football. It's all love. Steven, follow Steven, man. Follow Steven. He's a very good channel and a very good guy. He says, yes, boys, big up. I'm looking forward to collaborating with you guys in the new season. Yeah, we're gonna collaborate a lot in the new season. So big up to you, man. Big up to you. Dennis says, hello, how you doing, Dennis? How you doing on this beautiful Eid day? Another comment. Let me not miss another comment. Dennis says, Eid Mubarak. Eid Mubarak to you too, brother. Eid Mubarak to you too. Eid Mubarak, thanks. How you doing, Abdul, man? How you doing? Did Carl say the Alvarez was just deciding for CFG? Nah, that was a long time ago, but at that time it was long way before. But Carl has been on the Alvarez boat ever since. Look, Carl is a man who sometimes he needs convincing, but I get him and I respect him for that, because Carl needs convincing. But once you convince Carl with stats and information, Carl went to research Alvarez himself. Like, I started off the Alvarez hype train way before. I get too excited. I easily get too excited with the youth and everything. But Carl is a man who always wants to look for information. So big up to Carl. Carl was on that boat, but he's on the Alvarez train. Good afternoon to you, Charlie, man. I hope everything is well. Yes, I'm doing back. Thanks. Back to you too. We have a heat wave in England right now too. Yeah, it's not hot in Ireland. It's actually a bit gloomy right now. It's clouds outside and stuff. So guys, look, welcome to the channel. Big up to you now. How you doing, man? How you doing? Yes, big up to you, man. Big up to you. I was always Alvarez fan as soon as we were linked with him. Yeah, Charlie, I remember you used to comment on the channel that you're a fan of the Alvarez character already. So look, guys, we're gonna start off the show. Today we're talking about Alvarez. This is actually part one of the show. We're gonna do this very, very small. We're not gonna make a 1 hour show as we always do. It's a Saturday. I have a few plans to do, a few things to do. So we're gonna stick to short shows. We're gonna do this one, then we're gonna do the Nathan Ake show after this one immediately. So guys, look, let's all get involved. We are all fans here. Let's talk together. Let's discuss together. Let's all get involved. You're not here just to watch me and Carl. You guys can also get involved and give us anything in the comments. So, was it Friday? It was Friday when Man City showed us that Alvarez has arrived at Man City. We all knew that on the 7th he played his last game for his club. Then he traveled to England and arrived on the 8th, which was Friday. Immediately when he got to Man City, we already started seeing pictures popping on. And if you've got the Man City app, you already started seeing things popping, videos popping about him. So, guys, today me and Carl are just going to discuss how we're going to react to his interview. First of all, we're going to react to his interview. Apart from reacting to his interview, we are also going to talk about how Alvarez is going to fit in this team. Because me and Carl, or Carl and I, we already discuss how Alvarez is going to fit the team. We already said he can play as a left winger, right winger, or a number 10, or down the middle. So we've been anticipating his arrival for a while now. So we've already known exactly where he's going to play. But after what he said in his interview, it's just been confirmed that Alvarez himself is confident enough to play in different positions. So Carl, I'm pretty sure I know you were sleeping on Friday. Then you woke up to my tests of excitement showing you the whole Alvarez interview. What did you pick up that was interesting in that interview with Man City?
Well, good morning, everyone. Good morning out there. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Patrick. Thanks for waking me up yesterday. Thanks for waking me up again this morning.
It's all good. It's what I was brought here to do on this set.
Exactly. I mean, I watched the interview and I had this eerie feeling. He just sounds like Kun Aguero in a way. Just his mannerisms, the way he talks, even the way he looks, right? But he's just more aware than Kun was when he was at 21, 22 when he came. This guy's a baller. I mean, when we talk about stats, I mean, this year alone, I mean, he's played 24 games, 25 games, scored 17 goals, given 6 assists in all competitions. That's just between last October and even June, right? The year before, this guy played 35 games, scored 22 goals, and gave almost 14 assists. So every year he's been improving in his goal numbers, his assist numbers in the Copa de Libertadores and also the Argentina Premier Division. This guy's also played the World Club Cup. He actually gave an assist in 2018. I think he was probably 17 then in the Club World Cup when he played for against probably Liverpool. I think it was Liverpool, or maybe it was another club. He played one match, gave one assist. Yep. In the Supercopa Argentina, he played one match, 1 goal, 1 assist. So everywhere this guy goes, I mean, this guy is scoring goals. There's no blank patch in his history. It's goals everywhere. We're talking total goals so far he's scored in his career. We're looking at 15 plus 45, about 50 something goals in about 60 something or 70 matches for his club. And that's just in the last 3 or 4 years. He's absolutely a wonderful kid. He was won the Copa America. He's played in the World Cup qualifiers. For Argentina's under 20, he played 4 matches, scored 2 goals, 3 assists. So even in the age bracket of under 23s or so, this guy has demonstrated that he can score goals. Now, when we come to his interview, the couple of things that I loved about his interview, and I don't know if you want to share those clips that I sent you yesterday, those clips that I sent you yesterday, where he was talking about where he likes to play. Or where he likes to play. They asked him, hey, what's your favorite position? He says, look, I can play across the front 3 line. I can play left, I can play central, I can play right. What I like to do, he says, I like to find the space in the pockets. Right? I like to find the space in the pockets. There we go. Yeah. I played in different positions. We took clips from this interview. They asked him, where do you like to play? He said, I played in different positions. I played all around the whole place. Go to the next one. Where he talks about space. He says, I like to find space in attack. He says, I'm also a good finisher. Okay, now I want to dwell on this point for a little while. So this whole idea of being a finisher is one of the weaknesses that we have as a team. Mohamed Salah is an amazing player. I mean, he's a good dribbler, but his best attribute is that he can finish, Patrick.
Yeah, he can finish his dinner, which is the issue we have at City.
Oh my God, Mohamed Salah can finish. He's a Liverpool player. I respect him. You never hear me say a bad word about Mohamed Salah. Okay, maybe he dives. Sometimes he dives. That's fine. Okay, good. But you will never hear me say a bad word about Mohamed Salah. Never. Because I respect what he does when he's in front of the goal. He's a finisher. What we lacked on that right side many times was a guy who's when in front of goal, he will finish. This guy says, I like to find space and I like to attack space and I can finish too. I can finish. Not that I can dribble, I can 1v1. I can finish.
Isn't that amazing what you're saying, Carl? That the confidence in him saying, I can find space and I'm a good finisher. Not many people call themselves good finisher. This kid is backing himself.
Backing himself, Patrick. He's backing himself because he knows what he can do. And the worst part, the beauty of this is that under Guardiola, this kid is going to improve. He is going to improve. So all the clips that we've seen of him so far in Argentina, scoring goals and running into space, playing left, playing central, playing right, dropping deep, receiving the ball, making those passes, those assists. He will get better under Guardiola and in the Premier League. He will not get worse. Right? Every player that comes to Pep gets better over time. He's going to get better. Think about Leroy Sané when Leroy came, how he got better. Think about how Raheem Sterling evolved and became a better player. Even Kun Aguero became a better player. De Bruyne, from
Probably his best seasons were under Pep. Everybody's best season, even David Silva's best season was under Pep.
Fernandinho, right, under Pep, became a better player. So now imagine this guy and Erling Haaland getting better under Guardiola. It's a frightful proposition.
Right? It is. It's something. You know what? It's something we have to be happy with, because a lot of people are saying, "What are we going to do? These people are new," but you guys should see the bigger picture here, right? Pep has moved away from players that are just great and good on the ball, players that are just good on the ball and great. He's going for players that are clinical. He's saying that you might need people who finish their food, because how many times are we going to go to those Champions League games and then sit there and get frustrated that, oh, if only we could have finished our chances? So if you've noticed, Pep has moved away from people who can't finish their dinner, or people who are good in a technical way, good for the system, but when it comes to goal, they're not that great, to people who are very direct, people who can score. Because Alvarez is direct. I've seen Alvarez multiple times take the ball from outside the box, shoot. He's never scared to shoot, and he's never scared to score any goals. Okay, let me read these comments before we go on to the next slide, Carl. Sure. So, Patrick, I will send you some videos tomorrow for the event. Yeah, Charlie, please, man. I appreciate that. Charlie says, hi, Carl. Big up to you. Yeah, big up, Daniel. How you doing? Haaland and Alvarez could be Ronaldo and Benzema. Haaland more the goal scorer, whereas Alvarez would be the provider. Could be good if Haaland does go to Madrid in the future. Yeah, big up to you, man. Big up to you, man. Big up to you too, man. So here's another comment. I think Pep will play a 5-4-2 with wing backs, Cucurella and Cancelo, and Haaland, Alvarez in the box. We will be scoring goals from two of them. What is your thought on this statement, Carl?
No. So I just shared with you what I think he's going to do. Pep will never play a 5-4-2. He's just not going to do that. He's never done it before. Pep will play his 4-3-3, or what we call a 3-box-3, because I've talked about the fact that while we play a 4-3-3, we actually play a 3, right? We play a 3, a 2, a 2, and a 3. That's what we do. So one of the fullbacks comes in. So I've been studying this thing about what they call positional play, right? Which is what Pep Guardiola does, Johan Cruyff does, Rinus Michels does. And the two basic philosophies around positional play. You never have more than 3 horizontally and 2 diagonally, right? Never more than 3 horizontally and 2 diagonally. What does that mean? That means that no more than 3 players in the horizontal line. So think about, we start with a back 4, right? We have Cancelo, Laporte, Diaz, and Walker. What happens many times, right, is that Cancelo or Walker goes into midfield, right? Remember that? All of a sudden, it's now 3, right? The idea about positional play is 3, no more than 3 horizontally, and 2 vertically, and not in the same position. So when you think about that, I don't see him playing a back 5-4-2. I think we play a 4-3-3, or what we call a 3-box-3, and play that. I just shared with you what I think we're going to end up doing next season in terms of.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw that in a minute. I can finish the slides for you first with the video, so that then when we move to that, we don't come back to the slides. So I think Cole Palmer will break through season this year, bearing injuries. Yeah, if he doesn't have any injuries, I think Abdul, you're right, Cole Palmer. Guys are watching the video, like the vid, and share the vid, retweet the vid, share it with everybody. Make sure we get all involved. If you're new to the channel, True City Fan, Pitch Points, both channels, you can the streaming at the same time. Please subscribe to both channels. Support us as we talk about this. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the next picture, which is that's the other picture. Okay, I'm gonna go to this one.
There we go. Yeah. So I can't see the comment. So what does he say? I can't see the comment. Comments are blocking what I can see.
He says I can do it outside or inside, but being inside is where I'm best.
What he's talking about here, Patrick, is the fact that when Pep and all these players talk about inside and the outside, they're talking about as an inverted player or a natural winger, right?
Yeah.
I can play inverted. I can play on the outside. I can play on the inside. I can play on the outside. I can go.
So he can use his outside foot, or he can be cutting in with his left foot.
Right. I can play as an inverted winger. I can play right foot on the left. I can play as a natural winger, right on the right. I can play inside and the outside. I can play across the whole front line. I'm dynamic. I'm flexible. I can move around the whole field. Now, one of the problems with River Plate is that because he's so flexible, he often ends up floating across that front line, and they don't get him to really produce as many goals as he can produce.
Okay, so where is he more effective? Is he more effective is he more effective as a natural winger, or is he more effective as a striker, or a false nine, or is he more effective as an inside forward?
From what I've seen, he's more effective as an inside forward on the right side. He has a right side bias. So he has this right side bias. Like he likes to drift from kind of the wide areas through centrally and come and score a goal. Now he can't play number 9. If you notice, for River Plate, when he plays in a two up front, right? There's always him and one other striker. There's always him. There's always a main guy who plays that number 9, who's not very good. One guy, Rodriguez or something. He plays that number 9. But Alvarez always has to be that second guy who's floating from the left, from the right. He floats from the left and comes into support. So that seems to be his best position. That ability to kind of float right, float left, and join the striker to go score a goal. Which is why I think that ultimately what Guardiola will do is play a front three of Foden, Haaland, and Alvarez, where Alvarez plays that inside forward on the right, and then Foden keeps the width on the left. You following me? And then Walker covers on the right. That whole line.
So basically, Foden will be on the left, Alvarez on the right. So we are looking at natural wingers, right? Natural, because Foden's foot is this side, it's the left. Right. So he'll be swinging from this side, and Alvarez will be using his right foot. Can Alvarez use both feet? What's his weak foot and what's his strong foot?
He's a right-footed player. That's his strong foot, but he can also score goals with his left foot. We've seen.
Okay, so this is 2021 stats that we're looking at here.
Look at that.
0 pens, so no pens at all. So City fans, look at this. So this is 18 goals, 9 assists, 27 goal contributions, no pens. So no pens at all. Straight there. Chensos, how you doing, man? Big up to you. Big up to you, Chensos. Big up to you.
Look at the small. So it's 21 games. So in 21 games, he has 27 goal contributions. In 21 games.
Yeah.
So more than a goal contribution every game. And he's just 22. Right, and he hasn't played under Guardiola.
That's what's amazing, guys who are watching. That's what's amazing, right? Carl has just shown you guys the clips of Alvarez's interview, and he's just explained the reason why you have to be excited about Alvarez. This is what I like about Carl. I watched the interview and just got giddy about it and excited. Carl took clips, things that are important, things that Alvarez is talking about, which would excite a coach. As Carl coaches kids, I'm pretty sure as a coach, Pep Guardiola is excited watching somebody saying those things, because you've seen few interviews where people are just excited to be there. Like they ask him, how are you gonna fit into this team? All they do is smile and laugh, like, I can't wait to play. Do you get what I mean? Like this kid was talking about how he feels he's going to play. I'm pretty sure that's the conversation he had with Pep Guardiola. So guys, as I said, we're going to do a Nothing Like It stream. I'm going to close this stream. But before we close it, I'm going to bring this up. Carl, I'll bring up the lineup you made up. So guys, don't go anywhere else. Let's just bring the lineup. Then we can go to the Arcade stream. Because I didn't want... I'm trying to do short videos. People are saying we should do short videos.
Sure.
Yeah, people want us to do short videos. But anyway, you and me, we know that we can't promise that, because if we promise that, we'll be lying to people, because short videos are not for this place, isn't it? So bear with me for a minute. I have it now. Okay. Right. So guys, as we are going into the last part, of the show, I'm going to show you the lineup that Carl came up with. This is the lineup he thinks is going to be for next season, and he's going to explain the players where they're going to be set, and he's going to show you overall that when we are done with our business, this is how we're going to look at. Adam, it's so good, man. Yeah, he's a goal machine. Yeah, Alvarez is a goal machine. Sorry for celebrating Eid. I will be back with the gang. Yeah, it's Eid, Adam. Don't worry about it, man. You don't have to be sorry, Adam. At least today, all I can say is you have a break from being a troll on YouTube. At least the people, Liverpool. Alvarez is the perfect Guardiola player. That is true. That is definitely true. That's why Pep fought for him. Charlie always with the dabs in comments. Okay, so let me share this, guys. Guys who are watching, please like the vid. It's important to like the vid. If you are liking what you're watching, like the vid. We're talking about Alvarez. So this is what you're talking about, Carl.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So we got some good news this morning on Twitter. I saw from Simon Bajkowski, who's a tier 1 journalist. He talked about the fact that Delap, McAtee, and Palmer are going to play first team football next season. Yeah, you saw that news, right? You saw it on
Twitter, which is something I have been fighting for so long.
Exactly. So So, and this is when we talked about this last week. We said 2 weeks ago, we said that we believe, right? We could be wrong. It's fine. We're fans. We're not experts, but we love the game. We love our club. We love our fans. We love everybody who's watching, right? We believe that the front seven, the magnificent seven is going to be like this. We believe that Foden and Grealish will fight for that spot on the left-hand side. It's between both of them. Why, Patrick? Because one gives you a natural winger, the other gives you an inverted winger, right? Grealish is an inverted winger. Foden is a natural winger. We know that's going to happen on the left-hand side. So the battle for that spot is between the two of them.
Foden so it's between Jack and Foden. That's the battle. So guys watching the comments, Kyle is about to break down this lineup. This is his lineup. He did himself. So he says he thinks the battle of it's going to be Foden and Grealish that side. So opinion, look, if I was Grealish right now, I would be saying it's 1v1 and Foden. I'm going to up my game because Foden will skin you. Yeah.
That's why you see Grealish working out in the sun and all that kind of
stuff. Yeah, he knows, isn't it? He knows I'm going against Foden. Why? Do you know what makes me laugh? Let me just say this, Carl. Sorry for disturbing you. You know, in life, it's been unfair, right? Like the same thing as Cristiano versus Messi. Messi would be showing up at the family barbecue, and every time Cristiano's in the gym, running and Messi just shows up. Sometimes you're just talented. Like, I'm not trying to say Foden doesn't have to work out, but I'm just trying to say I think the more gifted player is actually Foden. We can see like naturally gifted as a baller. Foden is one of those guys who are just born as a baller. So Grealish is putting in work because he knows what he's up against next season. Keep going, Carl.
Yeah, what Jack has to do next season, right, is get a leaf from Foden's book, and that leaf is free yourself, kid. Okay, when you have that ball on the left-hand side, be free. Phil is free. Phil will dribble you. He will take you on. He'll run at you. He will do the flicks and the tricks, and people will be like, wow, right? Jack wants to still control. He's still afraid of losing the ball. Be free. Now, it takes time because it's Guardiola to kind of build that credibility and be comfortable, but we'll see. But so for that left side, I've said it before, I think it's going to be Jack and Phil fighting for the left side. One is a natural winger in Phil. The other is an inverted winger, which gives Pep options.
Carl, sorry for cutting you off. A bit of good news. Just bear with me for a minute.
Yeah, let's talk.
A bit of good news. Sorry, guys. I know the show is about Alvarez, but every time good news breaks out, we on this channel we dive it as fans, as fellow fans. Yes, Eid Mubarak, my brother Ali. Eid Mubarak to all the brothers on the Twitter Muslim group. Eid Mubarak to you all. Sorry, I'm gonna share that back. But guys, how you doing, Big Morgan? How you doing, Big Morgan? We're gonna answer your question. Giovanni, we're gonna answer your question. Abdul, we're gonna answer your question in a few minutes. Okay, let's just go to this. So, Carl, it looks like the Cucurella story is catching fire with good people, tier 1. So that's the latest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, are you able to read that? You wanna read that out?
I see it.
Yeah. So Brighton in discussions over improved deal for Marco Cucurella to amend. So they want to. Are they improving? Or Brighton's discussion over improved deal for Marco Cucurella to amend City interest. Talks at early stage and not due to Man City pursuit. More reward to fine season. So basically, they're giving him a contract.
So let's be clear. Okay, let's watch what happens today when they play their friendly game. And we talked about this with Adam. We said Brighton have a game today, a friendly game, right? If he plays, then we know that they are serious. If he doesn't play today, we know they're keeping him on ice because they don't want him to get injured, because they want to sell the asset. So while the story is there, I mean, Tony Bloom came out and said that if an offer comes in, they will.
Can I say that? Why I say this is good news is because I think this is just hearsay. I think if you start panicking like this, you know what's coming. Do you know what I mean? Do you remember?
What if he rejects the contract? What happens then?
They sell him.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I doubt it. I don't know. There's something about this because why are they panicking so much? Why are they giving a guy who's got 4 years on his contract more?
They're not panicking. What they're doing is they're trying to extract the most value from the player. That's all they're doing. That's all they're doing, which is fine. It's the games that are being played, good games that are being played by them. Ultimately, if the player wants to leave, he will leave. I mean, it's just not. It's all games, right? And Brighton are playing games, but they know the player's going to go.
I think if you're going to that extreme for a player who's got 4 years already, I'm pretty sure you know that maybe it's inevitable that he might be going. Okay, so sorry about that. Go ahead.
Everybody out there, I mean, if you can watch Brighton's friendly game today. Let us know and tweet if you see him playing. Let us know. Take pictures of him playing or not playing. That'll tell you kind of where we are with the deal in terms of Brighton and City.
Do you think they'll still play him and still sell him? Even if he gets injured, I think they'll still sell him.
If I was
City
them, I would
bought injured players before. City have bought injured players before and actually nest them back.
Yeah, but I wouldn't take the risk if I was them. Why play a player who could get injured and then you have to sell him and then you can't go because he has to pass the medical? What if he gets an ACL?
Okay, cool. So go ahead. Where were you? And then when you're done, you can also answer this question from.
We settled the left-hand side, right? And then we heard this news about Delap this morning. And I really think, Patrick, I really do believe in my heart, I could be wrong, it's fine, that Delap will be Haaland's understudy in the middle part. Because Delap can't play left, Delap can't play right, Delap can't play midfield. Delap is Haaland's number 9 replacement. It's not Alvarez. I think the Alvarez discussion is where Raheem goes, where Gabriel Jesus goes, and we have the option to play Alvarez, Mahrez, or Cole Palmer on the right side. So all of a sudden, you go from just 2 players who have gone to the options of having 3 on the right, 2 in the middle, and 2 on the left. It's a magnificent 7. So that's my front 7, or 2, 4. So yeah, that's my front 7. And then in the midfield, you have Bernardo Gundogan, you have Rodri or Calvin, and you have McAtee or De Bruyne. So now you have 2, 4, 6 players in the middle of the park that can play in midfield. You have 7 up front that can play. And then Cucurella and Zinchenko come. You have them as left. Ake may go. So we have another defender come in. You have Edison and Ortega, Stones and Diaz, and then Walker, and then Cancelo can play on the right-hand side. So options everywhere. Every position is stacked. But the interesting part about this for me is that front line. I think Delap and Haaland are the ones who will be switching between each other for game time. I think Alvarez is one we see playing on that right side, inside right.
Yeah, so Alvarez is going to be fighting with Cole Palmer, Mahrez on the right-hand side as a winger, isn't it?
That's what I think.
Oh, okay, grand. So you have Marketing as one of the midfielders, Bernardo and Gundo, and then Rodri and Calvin Phillips. That one is straightforward, isn't it? So can I throw a curveball in there before you answer the question by one of our viewers? What if Cucurella doesn't come? What's going to happen?
Then Zinchenko's there.
Okay.
Zinchenko's there.
And do you think we should go into another season where it's Zinchenko, Walker, and Cancelo? Is the same thing not going to happen that happened with the Madrid thing where we had injured fullbacks and things are not well?
Let me rephrase that. I mean, I do think that Cancelo can play left back. We've seen he can play left back. He won us the title with left back. Zinchenko got us to the final of the Champions League playing left back. My worry is on the right side, which is why I think that this whole Issa Kabore guy that you mentioned may end up staying with us because Pepper said that they rejected a bid from Nottingham Forest for him. Maybe he's the one who plays in and comes in on the right side for Walker. But either which way,
I wish he stays. I wish Kabore stays. If Kabore stays, it would be a solution because I would rather Kabore stay because the issue I have is every time Walker gets injured, we're in trouble. But let Kabore stay and let Cancelo be first choice left back, right? To continue cooking a left back and Zinchenko can back up. And you never know, Kabore might also be able to play the other side because a fullback with speed like Kabore and skill like Kabore, because sometimes all you need is speed as a fullback and good defending.
I agree. But
here's the question for you. Yeah.
So what do you think?
What do you think? Go ahead.
Well, Abdul, so look at what I just shared with you, right? Look at that. Look at the front 7, right? That's depth. You have Foden, Grealish, Haaland, Delap, Alvarez, McAtee, Cole Palmer as a front 7 that you have. You lost 2, but you're gaining because we're gaining Haaland as a number 9. It has this multiply effect because all of a sudden we're not playing a false 9 and Kevin up front and Bernardo up front again. We have Haaland coming in, which means we have more players in the midfield. Because Haaland comes in, you have Bernardo, Gundogan, Rodri, Calvin, De Bruyne, and McAtee as a 6 in the middle of the park. Before, with the false 9, Kevin moves up front. Now you're short in the midfield. So he has this multiply effect. We have 7. We have Foden. We have Grealish, Alvarez, Mahrez, Cole Palmer. If you add too many more players, then they don't get game time. They're not happy. Then we're back to square one again. The whole Raheem situation and Ake situation. I'm not playing, so I want to leave. Right? Now you have a front 7, a midfield 6, and the back, 2, 4, 6, 8, 12 or so. 2, 4, 6, 8, back 8.
Yeah, it's amazing, and City are not that silly. Look at Colum Doyle. Colum Doyle, who another on our follow guys. Every time something is said here on the channel, some people take it lightly. But I want you to follow Colum Doyle. When you're done, go check out Colum Doyle on YouTube or wherever. He's a City centre back. He used to be in. He's a City guy. He was loaned out to Sunderland. Sunderland fans were crying for this guy because I think he was the player of the season. Carl, I think Colum Doyle's ceiling is so higher than Ake, and he's a very high ceiling. The thing about Colum Doyle, you keep an eye on him. He's coming back to City for preseason. Maybe we'll loan him up, but if he stays, trust me, guys, you'll be surprised by this kid. He's a footballer. First of all, he's a footballer. So he was born a natural technical footballer, but he can also defend. So let's keep watching for that. Let me just read these comments. By the way, guys who are watching, big up to yourselves. Very soon we're going to close this stream. Then we'll go to the Nathan Ake stream because we have to do two separate streams. This one is the Alvarez stream. Then we're going to move on to the Nathan Ake stream. Okay, let me just read these comments, Carl. Then we can move on to the Nathan Ake stream. Where was I with the comments? The comments were here. How you doing, Big Morgan, man? How you doing, Big Morgan? I hope you're having a lovely Saturday. And yo, my guys, how you doing, Ali, man? How you doing, Ali? Adam, Eid Mubarak, bro. Enjoy Eid Mubarak to you too, to all of you guys, Adam and everybody. I want to see a double pivot of Calvin and Rodri against big teams because Rodri's pace and the mobility scares me on counters. Yeah,
I want to address Giovanni's comment. So Giovanni, we already play with a double pivot. We already play with double pivot. I mentioned the fact that even though you see a 4-3-3 in formation, we don't actually play like that. Right? Remember, I talked about the principles of positional plays that you don't have more than three horizontally on the line. So even though we start with a 4 at the back, what you end up seeing many times is that the fullback, either Cancelo or Walker, tucks into midfield, which means we have a back three, and we have a 2 and then a 2 and a 3. That's how we play. So you already have that protection of a double pivot with either the fullback or with Rodri. When you see Rodri get exposed, it's because one of the fullbacks, is not in the right position where they're supposed to be. That's why you have that issue. So that's why Pep gets angry and throws his hands up, because they're not in the right position. When they're in the right position, that's when you see that build up with a 3 and a 2 and a 2 and a 3. So we already played with that already. That's why you see Bernardo sometimes will drop deep, right, to help Rodri. Or Gunnar would drop deep to help Rodri, creating that option. And then one of the fullbacks goes wide, right? So when Bernardo drops deep, Patrick, you never see Cancelo in the same position. He's either pushing up forward or he's pushing out wide. Again, that principle of positional play, no more than 3 horizontally and 2 vertically. Right. So I'm teaching my kids the same thing as well. I'm teaching them the same thing as well, my under 14s, about how to play positional football, right? The principles of that. So again, to your point, Giovanni, I think we already played like that. And yeah, so I hope I answered your question.
So guys, as I said, we're going to move on to the Nathan Ake stream. That is at 12:45. That's in 5 minutes. So we're going to cut off this stream. Join us, guys. Veta might also join us for the Nathan Ake stream. I'm just going to read the comments. Good boys. Brighton are discussing a new contract for Kukurea. Yeah, we saw that. But I think, Charlie, they're just panicking. Brighton calling City bluffs. Yeah, I think that might be it. We'll do, Carl. Yeah, big up to you, Adam. Enjoy your Eid day, man. Better squad than last year. It is a better squad. Eid Mubarak to whoever celebrates. Eid Mubarak to you too, Khan, man. Morning Fairs, great content. J19 going to be a problem. He's going to build off the great attacking. So, no, you're not late, McLavin. We're moving over to the Ake stream. I'm going to close this stream, then we'll go over to the Ake stream. So, guys, in the comments, thank you very much for watching this Julian Alvarez stream. Me and Carl are going to be back at 12:45. That's in about 4 minutes. Then we're going to round it to the Ake stream. Thank you very much, guys. All the best. See you soon.
One last point, guys. Guys, it's better to have hungry, energetic, dynamic players, because it gets Pep hungry and refreshed and willing to go again. If players want to leave, the best thing for us to do is to let them go, because they will always bring you down in terms of the energy and the work rate. Get fresh people in. It helps you build that energy, that dynamism that you need. And the manager is also happy as well.
Yeah, that's true. So, guys, on that note, I say see us in about 4 to 5 minutes. We're going to be on the Nathan Ake stream. And we're going to talk about Nethanaki. We want to put the streams together because a lot of people say we have to make our videos short because it's hard to watch a whole hour stream. So, guys, we're going to go to the Nethanaki stream. Join us there. Eid Mubarak to who also pages. Thank you very much, Morgan. I say thank you very much, guys. Like the vid, subscribe. Like the vid, subscribe. Like the vid, subscribe. Get us to 1K. Anyway, Carl, I'll see you in about 5 to 6 minutes in the Aki stream. Peace.